and we're back for the final day of MRI 2022.
Looking forward to the two semifinals here. Alongside me is midfield, also participate in the semifinals.
We
How are you
have
feeling in midfield?
one of the best Sinai Sudanese ADCs here on deck, aka Freaky Dragon. I'm
Sir,
feeling good, Yaman. How are you doing?
I'm alright. Let's see what they're gonna ban and pick so far. This is an exciting one. We
Uh, I see on Instalock on my side. This is gonna be interesting. Well, let's wait for the loading screen to reveal the picks. This is a competition 5 days in the making right now. Today is the climax.
today
Kinda hyped
is
for
the
this one.
climax. And
Yeah.
we see the bans coming out here. We see Yumi, Thresh, Soraka, and Bard. I think these are bro bans coming out here, you know?
Yep.
No one
I-
really wants to.
I think there might be an agreement here or something that we don't know about.
Yeah, seems like they're up to some secret technology.
Yep.
And looking forward to watching this one. They seem to have some formal agreement that we, the viewers, don't know about. Should be an exciting one to watch.
They talked about it at some point, but I don't know the details. We'll see what happens.
So what do you anticipate here? The 2-0, 2-1? How many games do you think we're getting out of these two?
I think we might get a 3-game BO3. At least I hope. That's the best case scenario.
You think we're gonna go the full distance?
Yes, sir.
Alright, I mean, we saw Akif take the full distance with Assam yesterday. Exile.
Exactly.
And he came out on top, so maybe these long drawn series are Akif's strong point.
You know, it's mostly a mental game in my opinion.
Really? Why is
Yeah. I mean, if both sides are like equal in skill, it's just a mental game at that point. Who
You know
has
what?
who can keep more calm and collected during the trades and fights.
Yeah.
Ultimately, it takes
we
over.
have seen people with higher ranks and supposedly higher skill levels buckle under pressure in earlier rounds, and
Mhm.
their journey came to an end. But these two, they stuck it all the way with their mental, their patience, and their solitude. And here they are, brothers, might I add, on the rift, facing off against each other. Seems like there was a Yone Yasuo agreement. This is gonna be a fun one to watch.
The brother duel. However, there's something interesting about the runes that we're seeing. Akif went for the bursty attack
Yeah.
instead of lethal tempo, which is really interesting. I don't
In a
think
one-
that's a meta rune on Yasuo.
in a 1v1 setting, it might not be terrible. Maybe not on Yasuo. Yeah, it's kind of a little questionable, but also I see it working if he takes quick short trades and then procs it afterwards.
But that's not the easiest thing to do against Yon. So
Not at all. And over here we look at Jaquiz, and he actually has lethal tempo, but not resolve secondary, which means he has faith in himself to take these extra short trades with more damage coming from domination here.
it's interesting that he went for domination because people who mostly use it for Ravenous Hunter, but that doesn't exist anymore. So he might have went for Taste of Blood Diabol collection. Though that might be the best path.
Yeah, actually, that makes a lot of sense. I don't think he went treasure hunter in a
I hope
1v1.
not. I really hope not.
But yeah, I wonder how this early game's gonna play out, because if Yone gets an extended trade with lethal tempo, Yasuo with PTA will suffer much harder. But if Akif can get these quick burst trades, then I see him
Just
like
this
getting
one,
the upper hand
with the
here.
shield being there.
Just
for
like
Yon.
that one. Shield big proc. Tornado
Oh,
not
nice
gonna kill him.
dodge.
Nice dodge, but that E is on a long cooldown. That's another 24 seconds without Yone.
In which he can't really trade effectively.
Not at all. And if Akif walks up and plays aggressive here, he could punish him for that. NATO not gonna quite land. It seems like for now they're both playing it pretty cool. Throwing NATOs at each other here and there.
I think we're gonna see a lot more chaos when they hit 6.
Yeah. Oh, that's the E being used once
out
again
again.
to dodge the NATO. Akif actually a level up with his wave pushed in. Taking a look at
Both level
CS,
5
they're
now.
both pretty even. We do see Jaquiz went for the cloth armor instead of the dagger.
Oh, that's
Which-
interesting.
Yeah, which plays to his strength of extended trades actually. Because with Jaquiz having lethal tempo, he wants to keep fighting. Whereas Akif with PTA, he wants to back off. We see the E and the wind wall not connecting. Neither side's gonna hit their NATO.
Barely this time.
No one trades anything at all. But the emotes are coming out here.
So many empty trades so far.
Yeah.
Akif with
the knockup
takes
a tower shot. And that trade, I think, is in the favor of Jaquiz, actually.
Yep. He...
level 6.
Still has his 3 pots.
They both have NATO, both 6. Knockup.
The NATO connect.
Does connect. Passive shield down.
The shield, yeah.
And once again, both up at NATOs. They might look to trade NATOs here. Probably not. Akif's just gonna walk away.
Oh,
but does hit his NATO.
Max range.
Now Akif shields back up. He could potentially do something here. I think if we take a look at CS, they're roughly even these.
Yeah, so far they're equal. Just like the brothers they are.
pretty evenly matched brothers going on here. They're not really trading that often either. I expected a lot of chaos in 6, like you said.
Oh, he blocks the NATO. There's nothing so far, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty even trade. The wave has been mostly pushed towards Jaquiz, though. It feels like Akif's always pushing that wave in.
I believe because of the faster attack speed, he has Qs more often, so he's using that to push. Oh, he takes 2 Qs here with the W.
That was a pretty good trade by Jaquiz. NATOs on both sides again. Jaquiz a level up as well. Sat on his NATO and timed out. On the other hand,
I believe that the longer the game goes, Akif's PTA is getting more useless and useless. Oh,
but here comes the ulti, last breath ignite. But here comes.
Oh, nice flash.
Temp, sealed fate, not gonna connect. Akif. No one dies, but a lot of summoners and ultis being burnt out.
A lot of damage still taken there by Jaquiz. Akif walks up again.
Jaquiz is now in an iffy spot here. If he walks
up
incorrectly, could die. And Akif not gonna commit too hard. Akif actually has control here. He can keep Jaquiz on his toes. And just keep shoving that wave and keep taking short trades until the eventual ultimate. I do think Yasuo's R has a shorter cooldown than Yone's. Yeah, so he could just keep trading and then ulti him. But we'll just have to see how Akif decides to play it out.
It's on a 30-second cooldown right now. Not sure about Yone's.
Yone's, I believe, is 120 seconds first rank. So.
Oh, that's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, it's quite
definitely coming back after.
It's up in a minute, roughly. Yeah, it's up in 59 seconds. So
Akif almost has ultimate now in like 10 seconds.
Yeah. So we could see Akif go for an all-in here. I assume Akif has that knowledge, you know, seeing as he's made it this far into the tournament. I'm fairly certain he knows that his R comes back up first. He knows that he has control here.
He does play a lot of Yasuo, you know that.
He does play a lot of Yasuo. If we take a quick look at CS here, we see Jaquiz with the wave being shoved into him is still up 3 CS, which might not seem like a lot, but a wave is 6 minions, so he's getting shoved in, and he's always up half a wave.
Which gets more significant the longer the game goes.
Exactly.
Because when we get to like the 80-90 CS numbers, that 1 to 2 minions makes a difference.
Makes an absolute huge difference. Now Akif has the knock up, knocks him up.
Oh, he didn't
not gonna
go for the ulti.
Not gonna go for the last breath. Probably knowing that Jaquiz has his ulti once again.
Maybe he didn't have the ignite, so he didn't commit to it. Actually, no, I think he did. Yeah, he has it now, so he probably did.
Well, dashing forward, both of them have NATO here. Akif does have the HP advantage. NATO not going to connect from Jaquiz, but it's going to connect last breath ignite.
And he's away.
He's all but sealed, has to take his tempered fate back, and good night. Game 1 goes to Akif.
Game 1 goes to Akif. Well played.
And that sets the tone for the BO3.
That's game 1 down.
That's game 1 down. Match point it's scary. A BO3 sounds like you have a lot of games, but losing one automatically puts your opponent on match point. So right now, Akif's one away from sealing his spot and being the first person to go to finals. Do you
Oh,
think Jacquees can make the comeback? Are you on the hype train, midfield?
I am not quite sure. At this point, I'm on Akif's side. It's looking really good for him right now.
He did perform pretty well, especially in that last trade. Waited for Jacquees to miss his knockup, and
then went in for his own.
yeah, and sadly, we saw him take the spirit bound, and we've all been there. You press the on Yone, and you dread going back. You're like, I don't wanna, and then
We were ready to go back.
you have to.
It is what it is moment.
It is what it is. Well, shortly we should be setting up for game 2 of the series. I don't know if we're gonna have bro bands again.
I think it might have been only one game, but we'll have to see.
We'll have to see what Jacquees chooses to do here. I feel like if you're active, you can probably bro ban again, and it's fine. But if you're Jacquees, you really need this win right now.
Yeah. It's either that or we see you next year.
What do you think about the brother matchup, though? You think other people, we might see it in the other games as well? Potentially your game, maybe?
I don't really play also. Like, I don't want to spoil picks or something, but
Yeah,
it's not more for my forte, if that's it. If I can say that.
yeah.
And yeah, I don't really play the brothers that much,
Hmm.
generally speaking. So at least from my side, you're not gonna see it probably.
Yeah. Do you see yourself doing the bro band technique?
I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Well, it looks like we just got word that it is the same bro bands: Bard, Soraka, Thresh, and Yumi. And we're gonna jump straight into game 2 with the bro bands. Now remember, if Jacquees loses here, it's the dream, it's all over. And Akif will be our first person going into finals.
But as they say, it's only over when it's over. So
yeah, we'll have to see where this goes and what happens. And we're waiting for both of them to pick here. Seeing as, well, pretty much both their champion pools are wide open. I think everyone should be getting their mains, so we might see a Darius from Akif, maybe Yasuo again.
I see you got the lock-in on your side. Hopefully it's an interesting pick.
Well, sadly, it's a productions moment where I'm not really sure if the spectators can see. So I'm going to sit on revealing one pick it is until it shows up on the stream.
It's going to be a loading screen where we reveal them, but...
yeah, I'd say it's an interesting champion. This will be a fun one to watch. Especially seeing after how he did on game 1. Also, looking at chat here, people did say it's the ADC caster. I didn't even notice that it was me and you, like, the ADCs.
The ADC deck.
Probably the best Sunnis ADCs, just saying.
Fact.
Yeah. Top 2, and I'm not... No, I'm kidding. But this should be a fun one to watch. I'm looking forward to watching your games. If we don't see some ADCs from you, I'm going to be quite disappointed.
Oh, you're definitely going to see something. Don't worry about it.
All right. And now we're actually... we're getting a mirror matchup here midfield. Zed versus Zed.
Zed versus Zed.
Jacquees running Snowball. This is going to be pretty interesting, actually.
Maybe he wants to save his W for the triple shuriken,
I see it.
To guarantee the getting to Akif,
I see it. Snowball. It's a brave move. It's an exciting pick, too. Back against the wall, I guess he's going to try something.
He's going all out. Do we have Manga in chat today? Oh, Manga's here. The Zed is unleashed.
We're gonna need a quick PayPal check on both players. I think Manga might have, dropped them a quick deposit to see this game. Yep. I don't know though. And we see default Zed from Jacquees and Galaxy Slayer. So, any comments on skin gap? Because I feel like some skins do more damage than others, right?
That's definitely the best Zed skin out there.
What, Galaxy?
Yeah. I don't think
Yeah.
anyone can debate.
Well, we'll have to see if the skin gives Akif his win to secure him that spot in the finals. We're loaded up on the Howling Abyss items being bought by both players, and we should see this brawl. I think this one's going to be a lot shorter than the last one. You know,
Yeah,
Zed
I think
early game.
Zed does a lot of damage with his poke, so we might
Yeah.
see faster all-ins.
I think faster all-ins, harder burst from both sides here.
Mm-hmm.
With
No one
Yas,
went for the resolve tree. It's just Khabib
they
Bus.
both went the same runes. Khabib Bus indeed, my friend.
Alright.
Khabib Kifet, and they're gonna do everything to each other on this one. They're both kind of desperate for this win. I want to say Akif wants to secure that final spot as soon as possible. And I imagine Jacquees doesn't want to lose just yet. They're both pretty determined to win here.
They both want to go all the way to the finals.
And looking at the starting items, Jacquees actually went serrated Dirk and refillable in a 1v1. And Akif
That's
went for the more
interesting.
defensive build. Guardian's Blade, 3 pots, and a Kothok. Clearly Akif has way more sustain and defensive capabilities than Jacquees here.
And also offensive capabilities. Because Blade, compared to Hammer, has more damage. And more... Oh, he goes in for the snowball
Ooh.
trade. That's really nice.
Snowball trade does come out, committing... That summoner actually has a much shorter cooldown than Ignite, so he could potentially look for these trades more frequently. And Akif has very little answer. Well, when it comes to summoners, at least.
But I think in a tight situation, Ignite is more valuable.
Ignite's absolutely more valuable. But
Goes for
looking
the
at how
E again.
Jacquees is playing, I think Snowball might work out for him. He's dominating these early trades. Akif had to already pop a potion, where Jacquees is just sitting on his refill.
Goes for a short trade again. One Shuriken lands. They're both kind of equal in health, but the wave is pushing into Akif right now.
Oh, Jacquees took another Q, picks up Akif's heal though. So now he's actually up on HP. The wave is pushing into Akif, and Akif is up on CS, despite the wave being pushed into him. The snowball is going to connect the level 6.
Commit? Level 6 is available.
And
doesn't
he's
go for
going to BM the recall. Akif is just going to farm this wave casually. He can just play laid back because Jacquees is all about these early trades. If he's not winning these early trades with his build, he's kind of doomed. Whereas Akif can take an extended fight, probably win. He has more base stats because of his items. He has more armor, he has CDR, he has HP, he has AD, and he's actually up a potion because Jacquees used the 1 stack of his refill.
Which does not refill again in AR.
Not at all, my friend.
Unless you die. We see the trade coming out. Akif is almost half HP.
Akif has a huge wave crashing into Jacquees here. He's up HP. He's lower HP, but he is full energy.
He is 13 CS ahead right now. He's really just chilling. I think we might see one of them capitalize on the other not having their W and just going for an all-in.
Yeah, potentially, but I think maybe after the wave reset, I don't think Akif is going to go for the dive here, nor is Jacquees going to fight in this big wave.
No, it's too risky for both sides.
Yeah, a lot on the line here as well. Akif's actually up 10 CS, so...
He goes for the shurikens, but takes a tower shot.
Now Jacquees is actually up HP. He could potentially look for an all-in. Akif's quite low on energy too.
Both on 1 pot right now.
Yeah, he's just gonna farm the wave and lay low instead. Waiting for that first juice all-in. Akif gonna connect the E, but not the Qs. So Electric Q won't be proc.
I think the CS gap has been minimalized slightly.
Yeah. And the wave is roughly even on both sides here. But Akif is still up those minions and it's starting to push into him, which was actually Jacquees' side last game, where he had the wave pushing into him and he was up CS. And now the snowball being taken,
coming out.
Electric
He takes a W. We must see an
Jacquees is actually up HP. Akif R ignites, flashes away. This might be it. And Akif secures.
He pulls the faker. Look at the clears, look at the moves. Akif,
secures
what was that? What was
that
that? That
first
was so
seed in
clean.
finals. And ladies and gentlemen, Akif is your first finalist.
We have your first finalist
An absolutely
on spot.
banger way to win that game. That was so quick, I couldn't even get a cast on it.
I didn't
It-
even realize what was happening. Like, I thought Jacquees was winning this definitely, but I guess he didn't have energy.
Yeah, I thought it was a win for Jacquees too, but then Akif with that flash, and yeah, it was just well played by him, securing the final seed and the first seed might add finals. So after a brief, I think we're gonna go on a quick break. I'm not quite sure. We're going to see you, my friend, midfield in the other
We
semifinals.
will. However,
you
before
could
that,
potentially run into Akif.
we're gonna have some instant replay technology sponsored by the Lost organization.
Let's see it.
That was really quick. Akif, you realize you pulled the faker. You pulled the faker right there.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Look at the cleanse. Look at the moves.
Oh my fucking god.
So, two quick questions for you, Akif, if that's okay.
Go ahead.
One, what's up with the bans? You guys agree on something, or what was that about?
So we were talking in chat, or like actually like privately in the DMs, kiddo, and we were like, "Fuck it, we're not gonna ban anything because we just wanna like go in, have fun, and like we just wanna like kind of like entertain." And I know a lot of people probably hate me for the way I played against the Psalm, that it was like boring and it's just kind of like farming Wakida. So this one we kind of agreed. The first game we were like, alright, let's do like the brothers thing, Yasuo, Yo.
Yeah.
And then the next one, it was supposed to be like Zed and Shen. And he himself said he was like thinking of going Shen, and then he was just like, fuck it, we're gonna go Zed.
Okay.
Oh,
I mean, you guys showed us two exciting games. I'm not gonna lie, The Yone game wasn't as close, but that last fight, I was so certain you were done for. But then you pulled it out of your pocket. You had some technology that even I didn't see.
Honestly, I thought his ult was gonna go off before mine.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, but then like when he ulted me, I'm like, since I play a lot of Zed, like I'm used to timing like abilities as soon as his ult appears. Like if I'm playing Yasuo against Zed, I hold my nado and I wait till his ult animation goes off, so I can time it that as soon as his animation goes off, I can knock him up. And
he spawns behind you every time, so anything land that guaranteed.
I just got word that midfield, it's actually your time to go, so I can pull in my new co-caster. Since you have to get to your game, midfield, best of luck. Looking forward to casting it. And now my fellow co-caster,
I hope I see you in the
my AIS mid laner.
I hope I do.
The only Sudanese player to ever hit Masters. Mosif Mahmoud Abdulatif Sudani.
Abdul Muttalib. Assalamu alaikum.
Abdul Muttalib.
Yo,
hi, my niggas.
What's good? What's Sudani?
I did not watch the 1v1, but I just saw the result. Congratulations on making the finals, my nigga.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Mostly for you, looking forward to an exciting day of League of Legends like I am, but
no, but I am looking forward to an exciting day of 1v1.
Yes.
Let's get it.
Get it.
Right.
I'm ready for that shit, baby. We gotta see that real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
حلوين.
So Mo, I don't know if you heard, but last game there was actually Soraka, Thresh, Yumi, and what was the last one? Active Bard?
It was Bard banned.
Yeah. So do you think we're gonna see bro bans this game as well, where no one's really banning each other's champs, or do you see midfield and Splash being more competitive?
I don't know. I think Splash has a really good chance of actually, going to the finals. He has shown that he's actually an insane player, actually, from like, even though he doesn't actually play the game as much, he's actually really good, so, surprisingly. So I think they might go for the try hard. Midfield might just play it out. Like, I think Splash will definitely go for the try hard because he does want to, win this and bring it home. So
yeah,
that would be my prediction, I think.
Now it's time for the boring question. Actually,
yes,
the more exciting question that I'm going to ask both of you here. Predictions for these semifinals, boys. Who's winning and by how many games? Do you think we're going to go 3 games? Or
midfield and Splash, I think we're going to go 3 games. They're both like very solid players. So I think I don't want to underestimate anyone and say someone's gonna get 2-0. I don't think the gap between them is that big.
Yeah.
But I think my prediction would be Splash wins the first round, midfield comes back in the second, and then the third one is just whoever takes it home. Yeah, I say I don't know. I can't tell you who I think is gonna win.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Personally, you know, I'm just on my ADC brethren side. I'm gonna say it can't be a 2-0 because Splash is a really good player from what I've seen.
Yes, sir.
But
His
I'm
reactions
gonna
are kind of
say
insane.
I want to say it's midfield. I'm on the midfield hype train. You know, he was just casting with me. I'm excited to watch him play.
Yes,
I think he's
sir.
got this.
I mean, I don't know. Like I said, out of the two players, I think they're both really insane.
Yeah.
They're both very close to each other, like skill wise. So it's just gonna be a good 1v1. But I can't really pin it down on one person. It's just one of those 1v1s.
Yeah.
They
It's
just
gonna
gotta
be
wait it out and see, I guess.
a great one to watch. Any predictions on bans? Do you think?
I think Matilda's gonna go with the Fiora ban. I mean, he has to be honest. That's all Special has been playing, and he's shown like more than twice that he's insane at the champion. He knows the limits.
Yeah.
And his reaction with his W is just kind of insane. And I think those are the skills he kind of gained from playing Valorant.
That is the Valorant reaction speed.
Yes, sir. So that's what I think.
We have a question from Walid Rashid on the chat. So
Hey,
ask
you
away,
get
Walid. Get a master opinion over here, and then a D2 opinion.
Okay, let's see. Let me actually just read over the chat and see what's been going on.
So
Akif is too crazy. Okay, I like that.
before we get to the chat and the question, actually, we do seem to have a bit of a delay here from Splash. So he has up until 45 of this hour to show up, or by the rules, the win will defaultly go to midfield. So until then, Mo, let's hear your opinion on this whole 1v1 tournament thus far, right after we get to the question from Walid.
I think that would be very unfortunate if Splash doesn't show up and he gets disqualified, because I really want to watch this.
Do you think he's being? I think he's being fashionably late. You know, last minute dramatic.
I hope so. I hope so, because I really do want to see the 1v1. I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be like a free win. For midfield.
I don't think midfield wants it to be a free win either. And I think if Splash doesn't show up, me or you should get in there. You know, really give midfield a run for his money. See what happens.
I mean, to be honest, like I did lose this fair and square. You know, I'm not gonna be a sore loser by it and try and find a way to come back in. So I think I'm just gonna sit this one out. I just hand the championship to someone else.
I think at some point we'd want to see. We'd want to see the return of the former king versus the new king. Because today we're definitely getting someone who's never won before.
That is for sure gonna happen. That will 100% happen. I mean, 1v1 wise, I don't know. I mean, the next one I think is going to be probably next year, but there's probably going to be like an AIS 1v1 or something else. So whichever other 1v1 tournament comes up that this whole community just joins up, that's when I will look to regain my title.
Yes, sir.
But as of the 1v1 MRI champion, that's just going to have to wait until next year, unfortunately. I lost to someone who actually got disqualified for not showing up, so that's just unfortunate. But
it happens.
Yeah.
And that being said, I do want to draw your attention to something. Ranks in these 1v1s don't matter, because we saw people who are much lower rated than other people absolutely eliminate them and stomp them.
Yep, that's facts. And that has happened actually more than once. We did see Assam, who was been showing that he deserves plat and he deserves diamond, and he did lose to Akif. And we did have Flexen, who is saying plat 2 peak. And he did lose to... Who did he lose to? I think he lost to... what was his name?
He lost to midfield himself.
Oh, he lost to midfield. Exactly.
He lost to midfield.
This is a plat 2 peaker. So... And also Mitro. Yeah, man. Mitro has actually surprised me in his 1v1 with Flexen. That 1v1 was actually close. It was the Renekton versus Aatrox.
Yeah. He did hold... Like, he went toe-and-toe with Flexen.
Yeah, and I think Flexen was just underestimating the fact that he was a bronze player, and he was saying, okay, you know what, this guy is bronze, it's an easy game, and he just underestimated him so much that he almost got punished for it.
Yeah. We also saw
So-
Jaquiz, who's unranked, take on some of these higher gold players, I want to say. He took on BXL, he took on
Yes, sir.
Samo,
Yes,
up
sir.
until, Akif. And even Akif has slain some, of these upper gold players as well. It's really
Yes.
interesting to see.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, this has been obviously I've watched 1v1s of other players, like actual pro players, challenger players,
Yeah.
that lose to like silver players. 1v1s is just based on like number one, luck, and whether or not that person, like underestimates you and just makes a stupid mistake and just gets punished for it. So yeah, I think it's gonna be
Yeah. So
Like-
it's all
like I
about
said.
the mental state, and a lot of it is the mental state.
Yeah.
With the trades and whatnot. I feel like some people in a 1v1 will feel nervous, especially in a best of one, and they won't quite perform. So
Yes, sir.
yeah, it's interesting to see. I do want to get back to Walid's question though. He said, "Do you think the results would have been different if a certain Jiggerman joined this tourney?" I think absolutely not. You would have been knocked out round one with everyone else.
That's true. That's true. I think you've taken too much time off, but you know what? It's for the greater good because
You're gonna be a great doctor, buddy.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's actually the only one in the server that's actually doing his uni work, so respect.
Something we should all be doing as well. But
Nah, fuck that.
we're still gonna give Splash a little more time here, hoping he turns up, because you don't want to see the semifinals be like this.
I mean, this is legit the semi-final. So I think he has to show up. I mean, I think he has to show up.
He has to show up, but he could have a Sudan moment. You know how unstable it is. You know how unlucky it is. But please, Splash, get here on time. In the meantime, we're seeing a suggestion of a caster versus caster game. Mo, are you interested?
I'll be done. I'll be done.
All right. Sure. Let's just
I know.
announce the bans since we're on stream. 3 games, okay?
Three
bans,
Let's
sorry.
let's
Three
do no bans. Just
No
for content's
bans.
sake. Go wherever you want to play.
All right, but if I see Yasuo,
Okay, let's do a mirror matchup then. You pick the champion and we just go.
all right. How about I go random? Actually, you know what? Twitch chat, not Twitch. YouTube chat, pick a champion for me, pick a champion for Mo. We'll play both those champions, and we'll get into it.
I mean, someone's gonna troll me and just give me Soraka. So just pick one champion and we'll
Hey,
both
I
go.
mean, it is what it is. If you get Soraka, you get Soraka. The YouTube chat and the YouTube chat gives it and takes it.
Hell no.
All right.
Just give us one champion and we'll both play it. Then we'll just go. I mean, I don't really have enough champions on this account, so
I'm seeing Soraka and Riven 1v1s. Do either of those sound appealing to you?
I do not have Riven. I do have Soraka, but I don't really. Do you really want to go Soraka? I mean, I'm down.
Wait, I'm seeing a Z1 as well.
I would say let's go Lee Sin versus Lee Sin. That'll be like the funnest one.
Lee Sin? All right, let's do Lee Sin.
Let's do
Lee Sin with preset electrocute runes and ignite.
Yes, sir. Flash Ignite,
Okay.
yeah. Yep.
All right, Mo. It looks like your day to redeem yourself comes on earlier.
No, this doesn't count. I just came out from a grief game.
This
with
is
Solo
this is actually the wild card part of the tournament, Mo. You didn't know this, but if you beat me here, you're going in straight to the finals, my friend.
That would be very unlucky.
All right, this should be a fun one. If scrims mean anything, statistically, I think I've beat you 20% of the times we played scrims.
Okay, JJ, I love you too, man. Some niggas messaging me in private telling me to say, but goddamn, this nigga down bad, man. God damn, what you saying?
Do you want to cast our own games? I feel like that might be interesting.
Yes, sir. I mean, who else is gonna do it?
All right.
Okay, we have a 33% win rate Freaky and a 40% win rate Mosif. So this is
Okay, it's pretty close. That's actually similar to the difference between Masters and D2. It's just like 40%.
Yes, sir.
It's like
7%
8%,
difference.
7%. Yeah. So let's get it. This should be an interesting 1v1.
Imagine my cool people do that are in the castles at 1v1 and just to give you guys content. Yikes.
You know what? I think we should drag this out for as long as possible to give splash time. Do you
Yeah.
want it كده? نقعد نكفي بعض, if you're about to kill me, take it easy. I'll do the same.
I mean, if you just want me to lose, just say that. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm worried they might do a PayPal investigation after the game. So.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll go for same items, and we'll just wait till level 6, then we'll fight. That way we have the fresh kick.
And hopefully by then Splash will be back. Hopefully.
Yeah, but one of these people that's in our game kind of has a Tesla PC, so.
So what is it that you want to start? Boots and Serrated? I feel like that's the Chad.
Yeah, the Boots Serrated deck.
Yeah.
Bet. I believe, boys.
All right, let's see, boys. I'd like to remind you that Osudani was our former champion. So if I disgrace his name once again, guys.
I mean, listen. Like I said, I'm stepping out this year, so whoever takes it takes it at this point.
Yeah.
But ain't no way in hell. Nigga, we said nigga down.
And that's Freaky Dragon picking up the first blood. Next champion, he demands.
That was a bit too quick. It was a warm-up, though.
Face checks the bush right into his demise. Let's get the next champion on the road. Maybe Soraka, like people were saying. I mean, we still have more time to kill him, so I'm all yours.
We can go for the Soraka. I'm down for the Soraka.
All right, let's go for the Soraka.
I mean, if I lose the Soraka, then that's just unfortunate.
Oh, you see, I actually have experience on Soraka, so if I lose the Soraka, that's a problem. But yeah. So what is it about Soraka do you think like is the optimal way to 1v1? Like AP, AD?
9. Zelex, I'm sick of your shit. I'm not gonna lie. You've been hating on me since this tournament has begun. But guess what? Your hate has only pushed me to hit masters. So what now? Goddamn 47.
Zelex, that was personal, and see, he called you out in name too.
Okay, we can go sorcery and Soraka.
All right,
sorcery default. Flashing Knight. Yeah, we got a problem. You've been hating on my shit since we started, nigga. Obviously, I see that people just want to see the champion fall. I understand that, but you know, I guess that only pushes me to be better. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, this year wasn't the case, but next year, inshallah.
Yeah, you have to. You know, you can't win all of them. You have to lose.
How much? You know what? I'm gonna put this bet out right now. The next 1v1 tournament that we have in this League of Sudan server, I am going to clean sheet the tournament. How about that? Clean sheet. I'm talking best of 3s 2-0, best of 5 3-0. How much should I bet?
All right,
I will put down $100 prize pool. So if I lose even one round, whoever wins that tournament will receive $100. How about that? From me personally.
I'd like that clipped and shipped and held hostage for years to come, bro.
This is just for all you dogs that have been hating on my shit.
Oh my. Don't use this. Don't use your opportunity as casting to defend yourself, Mo. It's okay.
No. I'm sick of this shit.
Come on, Mo. No one actually wants your downfall, Mo. Come on.
No, yes they do. But like I said, it's already been said, and it's on live stream, so you guys can you know, go back and hear it as many times as you want and clip it and save it.
Alright, Mo. Alright. How about you focus on this year's Soraka 1v1?
I mean, this is already done and dusted, to be honest, but yes,
What's that supposed to mean?
But I did say $100 to the winner, which means if I lose one round, unlucky. But if I lose the tournament and someone else wins, then they get $100. If I win the tournament, no one's getting shit.
All right. All I know is you better sleep with one eye open because niggas are gonna DDoS you.
One eye is open, my friend.
And me personally, I will show up to your house and unplug your computer and make sure you lose that.
Okay, we did receive the news that Splash did get disqualified, so midfield does qualify to the finals, and we will have Akif versus midfield in the finals.
Well,
but as of this important 1v1 right now, there's got Guardians Orb and Amplified Tone.
That sounds good. Well, Splash being disqualified means me and you are playing the semifinals here and now. So
yes, sir.
Yeah, it's a shame because Splash did perform really well up until now, but I guess circumstances happen.
Okay, he has a skin GG. Okay, they actually lost this.
And this.
Okay, you lost. Did you open?
What do you think this is, Yasuo? I can just walk away.
What the hell is this?
You,
Do 0 damage.
you guided me at 500. Whereas I've accidentally put a point to W.
You gotta land your shit, shorty. You gotta land your shit, shorty. You're not flashing, baby. Go flash. Unlucky.
Come on.
Ha!
Come on.
Okay,
Give me
you
that
go.
HP back.
I put a point into W like a joke, man.
Yeah, same. Oh, wait, we're supposed to cast this.
All right, so Mosif has the advantage right now. Freaky Dragon is kind of infinite. But Freaky Dragon insta game and he loses. God damn, 47.
And that's 1-1 on the casters there. I'd like to point out the champion with hands that you were defeated.
Yes,
And
sir.
yeah. Anyways, because I beat you that one time on Lisa, and I guess I'm Masters now, but let's not.
Yeah, I guess
Everything
I
said
guess
before the finals is useless and doesn't count anyway, so let's get into the finals.
Unlucky. Let's get it. We
Akif
do
in
have now
midfield.
Akif and midfield.
In a
This was not the
BO5.
finals I was expecting, but definitely the finals I'm looking forward to. So this is gonna be lit. Ya Allah,
It's
Ya Kareem, Ya
absolutely
Sattar, Ya Rahman.
الليلة الليلة.
And we've got our
يلا
fellow
يا جماعة
AIS member
الستريم
in X.
حينتهي حسي بعد شوية. اوكي بليز لوك ذا شيء اوف خلاص. They
يا
did
جماعة
this.
كيف الحزن اللي حصل ده يا جماعة؟ سبلاش ما ممكن يعمل كده في الناس.
It's really sad,
Um,
isn't it?
لا
Splash
تخيل
actually
انت عند
decent.
البراكت بتاعه نازل مرق الناس دي كلها عشان يمشي.
To
ايه
lose
والله
to
دي
the
حزينة
squad.
يعني.
حزينة.
That's actually sad.
But anyways, let's get midfield in here. Let's get some bands in here and let's get into
ده منو
the
الماستر
finals.
بلاير اللي قاعد معانا في
BO5. Oh, I think someone's in here by accident.
It's just
go on different teams. balance
So
it
I'm gonna
out.
move right.
Yeah, I
Okay,
do.
move left. All right. Let's get started, boys.
Like,
Leading
Okay.
into the
man,
finals.
this is gonna be the
Predictions.
finals.
Starting with you, Mosif.
Akif.
this is the best of 5, boys. Please do not ban anyone's champions. Just go Kawabanga. You know what I'm saying? It's a best of 5. So just pick whatever champion you want. No bans, please.
Most
If you are
predictions
listening.
on the score and the
I
winner.
don't think they can hear
Starting
you.
with you.
Like I really hope they do actually take this advice.
Yeah, I'm about to message. Can someone message midfield? Because I don't actually have him on league.
It's all good.
All right.
While we wait for Ben, say some predictions. Who wins and by how much?
Wallahi. Oh, this is taking me back to some G2 fanatic stuff, yeah, man. I'm gonna go for 3-1.
2.
3-2 for yeah, for midfield.
For midfield. I'm gonna go on the midfield hype train and say 3-1 for midfield actually.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say
Most-
3-0 Akif. I believe.
3-0 Akif.
Okay.
3-0
Aren't
to
you,
UK
like
dream.
Yamo, aren't you being biased because he's a Yasuo player?
Of course, but that's not the issue. It's because, not gonna lie, beginning of this tournament, I did not think Akif was gonna win against the people he was up against, and he did. So right now, you know what I'm saying? I believe. That's what I'm saying. He has proven himself that he is worthy.
I think
So-
both of them have proven
Well, I
themselves
think
by
both of
making it
them
here.
proved themselves, yeah, man.
They did. I mean, they both.
Yani,
Like, Akif was the one that I expected it from midfield to him. Like the matchups he had were kind of like easy. Not gonna lie, but
easy.
Yeah, I mean-
فليكسن وبلاو. انت فاهم؟ بلاو.
ما
And-
فليكس
and-
الكعب.
والله يا
فليكس
جماعة,
الكعب.
if we go back to that game, يعني I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna agree. لكن Flexen's ومidfield's game was like
Oh,
the top
wait.
game that got outplayed. يعني انت فاهم؟ as though that he got outplayed so hard. لكن me playing versus Akif, because I played against him, I know this nigga deserved it. as though that لعب كويس للدين.
Yeah,
both of these
Akif.
niggas, like,
I mean,
I
Akif shut
agree.
on you. So
Hold
Yeah.
on, fellas. Hold on.
100%.
but from now, it's a bit.
We're seeing an ADC matchup here. I'm really excited about this one. Aphelios versus Lucian.
Ooh, okay.
Flash
And
barrier and
Akif's
flash
pulling up the
ignite.
Lucian that he beat me with.
Flash Ignite.
Oh, that's a barrier. I mean, sure, I know, to be honest, whatever a midfield goes with, yeah, man, I'm never gonna question it. Azolda, he picked Aphelios into 8 trucks, and he still won.
Yep.
I never thought.
Well, I
this
mean,
could get
listen.
used damage early game.
Let's just in his defense, it was Flexen's Aatrox. So
انت ما تجيبها كده يا مان.
You guys are really dragging Flexen through the dirt. I think
Hey,
we should just
listen.
watch our finals, guys. You know, a lot of giants were knocked out. Flexen, both of you, Danger,
Listen,
Led,
at least we tried.
CMO.
I mean, we didn't sit it out
Everyone
because we were
tried.
scared. You know
Everyone
what I'm saying?
tried,
That's
and
all
only
I'm saying.
these two succeeded to make
لا
it
لا
here,
لا
and
هو
only one
definitely
of them
this
is going to
this
succeed
1v1
to go on.
tournament has been really surprising يا man. It's full of upsets. This is the 1v1 upset tournament فهمت؟
Emotional damage.
Emotional بجد.
And everyone up until here experienced emotional damage, and one of these guys is going to experience emotional damage after this
Yeah.
game.
I mean,
We're
like I
about
said,
to crown our new champion.
I
Game
do
one,
believe,
boys.
I do believe this is going to be a clean 2-0 sheet. I mean, 3-0 sheet. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think it's gonna be a 3-0. It's definitely gonna be a 3-1. Like it's all gonna come down to the picks. I see right now. I feel like this is a little bit favored for Lucian. Just because of the pressy attack and the nature of the champion.
No,
Like,
absolutely.
we'll see. We've seen midfield outplay, you know, stuff like these. So
Yeah. Level 6, Lucian really just guns affiliates down super hard. Unless he has his white-red gun combination, the Chakram and the Severum. If he has that combo, he can actually stand up to Lucian. If not, he kind of just gets gunned down and blown up.
I think they might do go for like a CS win. Lucian is very good at CS, and so it could be kind of like an easy win for him rather than.
I think midfield might have more matchup with the experience being an ADC main, so I think he actually is a little favored here. Even though Akif does have better 1v1 runes, and even the champion, I might say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
انت see, طيب, in your experience يا Friki, if you were playing this matchup on both sides, which one would you prefer?
I'd absolutely prefer to be the Lucian. 100%. The Lucian, you can take these early trades. Especially if Aphelios has a weak gun combo, you can take really hard trades and he can't really punish you.
Yeah.
And there's always that level 6 burst. But I also see it on the other side where if Aphelios does have that Chakram Severum gun combination, he probably just wins it.
I mean, it's a deadly combo, always known. Yeah,
Absolutely.
you get those 6 stacks, and if he lands that ultimate, it's not 200 years, it's 400 years. Yeah, man. موسم ما تعمل كيف. شفتك يا مان.
But yeah, I told you. I think these guys are just gonna go for the CS game until maybe level 6.
I mean, if they actually go for the CS game, I lose respect for both players. Tawali instantly. I don't care what matchup it is. This is an ADK versus ADK.
You gotta do what you gotta do to get the game won. You know what I'm saying? So
I can see. Speaking of emotional damage, how emotionally damaged you're gonna be if you lose in the finals? الله يا مان كويس طلعنا في الكوارتر فاينلز ولا شنو يا مان؟
احنا من فترة الحمد لله.
قلت لي يا مان مرة واحدة يتخرجنا.
Who faced his damage, fought his demon and lost and moved on with his life. Speaking of fighting,
he had time to recover. انت فاهم? It's been 3-4 days. أنا maybe يلا it's gonna take me like today or خلاص. Yeah. Maybe today بس خلاص. So I'm still a little bit.
So far, actually, midfield is winning in the CS game, and I think he is just waiting for the right gun combo, like Freaky said, and that's when he's gonna look for an engage on Akif. But so far, it's just looking like it's just a bit chill.
But
and I think
the problem with that is if Akif plays it defensively, he's not really utilizing Lucian. Lucian's early passive is kind of why he's good at 1v1s, you know. And Akif wasn't trading aggressively, letting the Aphelios push out waves, and he's probably just gonna outfarm him. And then if he's forced into a fight with a shit gun combo, it's not gonna look so good.
I mean, what's gonna be on your mind as Lucian, Yaman, when you see that really huge shield with the overheal from Aphelios, Yaman? I would instantly think I don't win the trade, so I would actually not go for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I'm pretty, that's just like a difference in runes that Akif maybe didn't even know about.
Yeah. Being that
I mean, it works best on Aphelios because of the Severum,
yeah. But I think he should still be okay if he does go for trades. But right now he is behind on the CS game, so
absolutely, we're seeing that AD carry experience come in.
I mean, I feel like Akif is more of like a passive player who is gonna look to punish your mistakes, but he never actually initiates anything. And on the other hand, I feel like midfield looks to passive aggressive. I don't know if that makes sense,
Yeah.
but at the same time, he also punishes mistakes on a greater level. Like, for some reason, I feel like even if Aphelios is gonna end up with like 100 CS, Akif is still gonna be there chilling, you know, in the back, not doing anything about it. I can see it happening, but we're gonna have to see.
Potentially.
The longer this game goes, the more he has to go aggressive, and we're gonna see it. Okay, here comes.
Yeah.
That's
Wait,
one.
the root
Ooh, he
is
does get
on
hit.
him. That is a trade I'd say in favor of midfield,
Yeah.
actually.
I mean, midfield does have that extra pot, so any trade that Akif takes right now, he's gonna have to pop his potion.
Not only that, but as you can see, midfield is saving his Severum just for when he gets low, you know? Like, he only switches back to it, gets the shield, and then goes back to switching. Looks like he might actually wait for the Severum Crescendum combo to actually make a play. Would be really, really exciting.
Yeah. We might actually just go to CS here. Midfield's
Yeah,
actually
that's-
farming incredibly
I
well.
mean, midfield can play this.
Midfield's actually chunking out Akif, and this is the danger zone. This is where
The
you
danger zone,
don't
yeah.
want to
I
fight
mean,
Aphelios.
yeah. I mean, this is a ranged matchup, so I mean, he can farm under his tower, but he might have to take some poke for these back minions.
Yeah.
Somehow Akif is already low on CS and he's not been poking. المعنى دي مشت وين طيب؟
That's actually a great question.
That's a very good question, yeah.
Akif's
And
disappearing
that's the
mana
combo. He's
performance.
okay. He's going
Wait,
for the
the
Q.
tower is coming down. I don't see this all-in going well. If I'm midfield, I'm just gonna sit down here and farm, really.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, even if Akif engages on him, he's still losing
Yeah.
because of the gun combo right now. So
Oh, and
Not only that,
now
but
Akif
okay, he is-
realizing he's
Does he land the
in a
Q?
grim
He
situation,
does not land the Q.
and
very,
midfield just
very low.
forcing him off once again.
I mean, Akif
Now, if
has
I'm
to do
midfield
something,
here, I'll
and
pick
he
up
has to
that
do
heal
something.
from Akif and deny him the heal. But midfield seems to be a little nicer towards Akif, remembering they're good
Yeah.
friends with Pito. The Q
Oh,
not
he
gonna
does
connect.
miss the Q.
Now, Mo, tell me what you think about a potential CS stalemate. Do you think midfield's playing it smart, or did you want to see more action here?
I mean, I think midfield played it exactly how he's supposed to play it. Akif just didn't abuse the fact that Lucian is strong early game.
I mean, none of
what
these
midfield
champions
did
can
was
actually.
he did just play for the early game, and he knew that early game he is not gonna win, so he did just go for the
Absolutely.
CS and realized that Akif is not actually punishing him for it. So it was just an instant free win for him.
Facts. And that's exactly what I was gonna say. It seems like Akif is never gonna punish
Oh,
anything.
but it seems
and
like
at this
midfield's
point,
actually gonna go for the
midfield is
kill
just
here.
gonna go for it.
The
and that's
calling
the
coming
Q,
out, but it
that's
won't matter.
one.
First
And
blood going
he's
down.
not gonna flash. He does realize that he's gonna lose by the CS. Just accepts his fate. And that's a 1-0. يا جماعة.
And
هاي
midfield striking
الموسم
first
ده
here.
ماله؟ الماستر بلاير ده ماله؟
ولا شاب علي ولا شاب علي.
راح اخش فيه ودايف.
GG off late.
Casters
That
being
was
a
a-
little unprofessional here, but it's okay.
That was,
A little
a great
horseplay.
game.
Excuse
was
us
a
يا
great
جماعة for
game.
the
And
little
Mo, your
beef.
prediction's already incorrect because midfield struck first here in this BO5.
I mean, listen, I did say that midfield is going to get the first win, and then Akif is just going to clean sheet after. So so
Alright.
far so good. So
Yes,
we got
hey,
this.
so far so good. Let's see.
Wallah, I didn't say that like Ian, I said it now.
I mean,
Yeah.
I do remember one of the casters before saying in midfield is a methodical, kind of like a really, really chess player when it comes to league. And this is where he actually shines, yeah, man. As though that he played the early game until he got the gun combos, until he won a few trades while winning the CS game and just pushing, shoving Akif to that really tight spot where if you want to take a trade, you lose it. If you want to fight me all in, you lose it, or you just lose by CS. So the choice is yours. And then he finally just
And
push
we're
the
getting
axe on
no
him.
bans again from both sides here.
Yes, sir.
saw
اصلا I think
What do you
اقعد
think of
اعمل
no
نو
bans?
بانس كده لحد ما يدوك 3 يا عاكف قاعد ايه فوريس اعمل بان للافيليوس ده
no,
I'm
I
salty,
think
not gonna lie. جيب الشغل. I mean, they're both ARS members, so
yeah.
عادي الشغل.
So Mo,
Oh
what
no,
were you
actually
trying to
midfield
say?
يا جماعة سألته قال لي he's a PCI هنا.
Alright. Mo,
So,
to your point, what were you trying to say?
I forgot what I was trying to say. عصام كلام كتير هبيل لزاز. but yeah ده يعني اللي قاعد في الفريم بتاع الستريم قاعد براه كده قاطعين نصه كده كيف irrelevant. المهم
اه صحيح. اوكي ده شنو؟ Kadi, wala, okay. Hoya, okay. Fik الميوت ده سيدي. فيكو.
Yeah,
أنا
like
ضد
yeah.
هسه يا.
I think at this point we're just waiting to see what the next matchup is going to be. I kind of don't really want to see another ADC 1v1. So I would love to see some sort of like bruiser fight, or like even like an assassins fight. That would be really nice to see.
Yeah.
Because they're not really going to go for the CS. They're going to be forced to fight, kind of. So that would be
Yeah.
nice. But I think my prediction right now, I'm not on Akif's side, but I think that he's going to go for the Irelia pick. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But I think since he realized that this is going to be like a farming simulator kind of thing, it's just best that he goes Irelia and just insta farms. It's just the freest for him. So
Well,
yeah, but I guess we're gonna have to find out.
Irelia is a really good champion in Howling Abyss, especially in these 1v1s, because you get one item component, one of these larger item components, and she's pretty much a whole champion.
Yes, sir. And
Whereas
we are
with
seeing the Darius versus the Viego. That is
Darius
Oh,
versus
okay.
Viego.
on Viego and Akif on
Right.
his infamous Darius.
I mean, we all
That
know
is-
how these Darius matchups go when you're playing a melee into a Darius. So Akif also
Ag-
playing it smart with the lethal tempo, yeah, man. So yeah,
I mean, I
this
don't know. This is gonna be a.
This is gonna be a tough one. No ghost on the Darius. What do you think about that one? I saw top laner. You think Ignite will move
Wallah,
here?
yeah, man. I don't think. I'm gonna be honest with you. Summoner spells, ruins don't matter when it comes to Darius versus a melee champion, especially if that melee
Okay.
champion is barely of a bruiser. Yani
Yeah.
Viego, we all know he's like a bit,
His whole
he's
thing
like
is the possession.
squishy. Yeah. And
Yeah.
he's very squishy when it comes to like other top laners like Riven, Aurelia, Fiora, Camille. It's like you just took that chance away. Oh, خلاص يعني. I don't see midfield winning this. Like if he does, goddamn, I would want to bet my money right now, huh? Put القروش
Well,
دي يا مو.
I think hold on.
بالدولارات, huh?
قبل ما نحط أي قروش كده, hold on. If we look at the runes over here, Conquer Viego procs that really quickly. And he can take on these tankier champions with that. His Q procs, I think, 2 stacks. So, and you're gonna have that up twice in one fight. So if he Qs, autos Qs, that's already pretty much Conquer fully stacked. Because his passive, I forgot to say, also increases a stack or 2 stacks even. I'm not quite sure. So, Conquer into lethal tempo, an extended Conquer fight for Viego is just huge. I feel like I kind of ran a lot of numbers there. I hope people can correct me if I'm wrong on those numbers.
Sorry, I kind of got zoned out a little bit there.
Oh, that's all right.
But yeah, I think out of this matchup, to be honest, Akif is going for the early fight. I mean, with the flash ignite and the lethal tempo, I think that's just going to be an insane combo on Darius, and he will 100% win the early fight. But it's just down to midfield whether he's just going to go for the early fight or not.
I think if midfield
once
sits
again-
on the fight and takes the
Yeah.
Conqueror's fight, he could potentially beat it.
Yeah. I think if he just goes for the early, I mean, for the late game fight, like post level 6, that's when he would win.
Yeah.
But
I
then
mean,
again, also Darius is also like a very strong 1v1 champion, and he did go for the Guardian's Horn and the Cloth Armor, whereas midfield just went for the Guardian's Hammer and a long sword. So this is already looking in favor of Akif, but I guess we're just gonna have to see.
I mean, Darius does actually. I mean, Akif actually really smart with those items. Just get the armor, just get the Guardian's Horn. There's no way he beats you in the long game. You know what I mean? And the thing is that we don't actually talk about
on.
is Viego can't even go for the CS game here. If he gets pulled, it's over.
Yeah,
Five
there it is.
stacks
That's
already
what
in
I'm
the
talking
game.
Gonna be
about.
5 stacks.
And the
That's
Burns the
Flash
flash
coming
already.
And Akif with a strong start here.
Okay,
He's gonna flash
Akif with
forward.
the flash Q. God damn, 47. What the hell was that?
I mean, he did calculate. He did miscalculate the timing, but with those 5 stacks, the Q would have hit harder, maybe.
Absolutely,
with
that Q would have
Ignite,
hit like a truck.
Yeah. Nice try. When the flash with the ignite.
Both of them don't have flash now. But Viego does have a lot of built-in sustain, but so does Akif with his items here. So I imagine the next fight, both of these guys are still just going to be full HP, and it'll basically be an even fight where they both don't have flash and they're both full HP.
But now this is gonna be really risky for Viego to walk up into the wave. It's already pushing back to Darius, so the mind to flash.
Absolutely.
So
I mean,
if Akif hits 6 here, could be in
they
trouble.
both don't have flash here. Remember, Akif also burnt his flash in that altercation. Now they're both
Notification
6.
عادي قاعد يا 40.
قناة الكبيرة for the finals, yes. We only use the big stuff here.
يعني me of some Will Smith and Jada, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, please don't slap me by the end of this.
I mean, so far, midfield is actually winning in the CS game, surprisingly.
Yelena, this
Um,
is what I want to talk about. Is actually midfield gonna win this yes game? Can he manipulate the wave enough to not get caught by the E and maybe go for the CS game?
I
'Cause if
mean,
he actually manages to do that, that would be huge.
I don't imagine we should see that. I feel like Akif is almost intentionally giving CS so that the wave pushes into him and midfield's forced to walk up. And if you walk up into a Darius, it becomes really hard to escape him.
I mean, as of right now, midfield is already has stepped up more than enough times, and Akif is not doing anything about it. So I think he's also going maybe for the CS game as well.
League.
I don't know.
He does have a big wave pushing into him. Like the CS number right now looks in favor of midfield, but after these next few waves that are pushed into him, it might even out, depending on how
I
well.
don't know why
Akif
Akif
can
is even
maneuver.
farming. He should literally just go for the kill right now. He should just walk up. He does have a slow. He does have the pull.
Yeah, but
He shouldn't
no
be
flash
even
is on
letting
either side.
midfield come for this.
I mean, last game we saw Akif fall super behind because he was playing really passively, and then he was forced to fight because of the CS lead.
Looks like he might actually do the same mistake here and just play
Yeah.
way too passive, even though he clearly has the advantage. I hope he realizes that and just goes for the kill.
And Mo, in your master opinion here, do you think at this point, Viego can actually out-sustain Darius because he is almost at max Q? So,
I don't think he would. Mainly just because of the Guardian's horn.
Icons, yeah.
That is
Yeah.
just like the health restoration on that is just insane. It's about 20 health every 5 seconds. So that's a lot of health that's coming back to you within that 1 minute. So I don't think he is going to out sustain, especially because Darius does also have like more base HP.
yeah.
So just naturally Darius does out sustain Diego, but it's just about whether he understands his damage or not. Especially in this matchup, he just shouldn't go for like the CS game. He shouldn't allow him. That's what Diego wants because he knows he doesn't win this fight.
Absolutely.
So I don't think he should
But
ever give it to him. But
We see
Who
midfield
knows?
struggling to catch a lot of these. That wave under
Yeah.
tower, I think he only got 3
Yeah,
minions
he-
out of that whole
Yeah,
wave.
he missed 3 along with the cannon.
Yeah.
Like he's still ahead somehow, and Akif keeps making the same mistake and pushing the wave to his tower.
Well, I mean, we
Then
saw Akif take 2 short trades in a row, and right now he's up a level and up on HP. I think next Akif could potentially take an all-in here and look for him.
I mean they're just at the halfway point just now, so they still have about maybe another 5 minutes to go until they complete the 100 CS. So
Yeah.
a lot can happen in 5 minutes. Who knows?
A lot can happen in 5 minutes. That is true. I mean, last game we thought it was going to go to a CS lead, but midfield reached, I think, 87 CS and then immediately took an
87.
all-in. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you guys
I
think
mean,
we're going to
this-
see that again? Or is it going to be a CS for sure this time?
I'm not sure. I mean, if someone does make a mistake, then they could very easily abuse it. I mean, they should have both their flashes back up by now. So
Yeah.
I hope to see a play. We do want to see
Yeah.
some spicy 1v1, but you know, if this is what it takes you to win and you just want to bring that championship home, then that's what
Yeah.
you got to do. It
To
is what it
you.
is.
Yeah, it's
We already
your-
gave them enough
mean-
content with the Soraka 1v1, so
I mean, look at the lane state right now. I mean, even if the wave is slowly pushing towards midfield, don't you think Akif should be standing behind the blue minions?
Absolutely zoning him off the wave.
I mean,
I
because he
feel as
can
though-
safely farm with Q, so
The
but I think
nerves
he's
might be
looking to
getting
just
that.
shove a big wave on the tower and let it reset, but he's not doing it fast enough. So the wave keeps
Yeah.
freezing and it just pushes too slow, which allows like midfield to just farm comfortably on the tower without having any fear of Akif engaging on him or diving him.
Yeah.
Akif does go for the E and misses, so this does give midfield some more comfort zone and allowing him to step up even more, knowing that he doesn't have to engage anymore.
Do you
But-
guys
They-
think that the nerfs could be playing a part in this? Because this is, we're getting a new champion here for sure. Do you think
Yes, sir.
Akif might be a little nervous? That's why he's playing more passively.
Not really. I think he has played this matchup before, and plus with his experience with Darius, he should be at least comfortable with the melee matchups. He does know that he wins, but he just doesn't know what to do about it. Okay, here comes the Viego actually engages with W. He shouldn't be backing up right now. He's still too scared.
Should
Okay,
5
he
stacks
does
on
get the-
Tackett, a flash coming out from midfield here, preventing that Noxian Guillotine, I believe it's called, from coming down with 5 stacks.
Yeah.
So
And speaking of nerfs,
حابب
actually,
الناكسيون جيلاتين ده شنو؟
That's,
حاسس اللي
Darius
ولا بس الناكسيون جيلاتين قال جيلاتين ولا
جيلاتين ده حرام يا مؤمن. لا انا ما قلت جيلاتين، انا قلت
حابب
جيلاتين.
الناكسيون جيلاتين
انا قلت جيلاتين ما جيلاتين. جيلاتين ده
الاثنين ده حتى يا جماعه الاثنين قاعدين في بريطانيا ابي الا الانجليزي بتاعهم.
I mean, right now, the
Anyways,
CS game
80
is
CS
just
on both
exactly.
sides.
I mean, it's not exactly. I mean, midfield is above by one CS.
I mean, one CS in these
And he does
stages
get
is
dragged.
big,
He doesn't
and
have the
Akif
flash.
gets
Akif does look for the engage, the auto ignite.
Oh,
He goes off. Does he burn?
5 stacks and ignite,
Does
he
take,
burn? That's
he is
that's four.
dead.
and he lives.
Oh, he actually lives, but Akif does have the flash. So
Yeah.
looks like this is gonna
Might
be a
look
dive.
room for midfield here.
يلا يا جماعة عينه. This can be griefed so easily. Now I've seen this
It
happen before.
absolutely can. It absolutely
Yeah,
can.
he does have the ultimate, so
He
I
has
think
ulti
Akif
and
should just
W
go
build.
back to what he's been doing in the whole of 1v1, which is just play it passively in CS. He knows that midfield can't step up even if the minions are on the tower because 1Q would just take him out. So he should just be playing for the CS right now. He's only 14 creeps away. There is a big wave coming on the tower. Pressure him off it and he will not do anything about it.
But I think Akif's looking to kill him here with the flash, like I
that's
said.
that's a.
And
Oh
the
my
Eve
lord!
flash.
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله حمد الله يا رب
Oh
العالمين.
my lord! لا حول ولا قوة إلا
Actually,
بالله.
Akif actually dies because of that.
Oh my-
Midfield picks up.
This is what I'm
The
talking
second
about.
point.
That
يا
is
جماعة
what I'm
أنا
talking
أنا يا
about.
جماعة يلا I lost to this فأنا شنو؟ ده أنا مش هنتحر right now.
I've seen shit like this happen so many times before.
You
And I've
jinxed
seen
it,
so
yeah. The
many
moment
guys
you
like
said
this.
it, he griefed it.
I told you no because I've seen it happen. I've
No,
seen
no,
it happen
Mo
so
is
many
right.
times.
We've seen it. I mean,
Akif
that's
should-
gotta.
All he
لا
had to
حول
do
ولا
was
قوة
just
إلا
see
بالله.
us under the tower. He would have never done anything about it. But
That has to be painful.
that was
For
just
Akif.
unlucky. That was
Especially
so,
in the
so
finals.
unlucky.
But he still has a chance. He can redeem. We've seen reverse sweeps. Just like
Yes,
we've
sir.
seen that play go south, we've seen 2-0s go south.
Yes, sir. I haven't seen it too go south, but I guess we are about to see it. Maybe. Who knows?
I've seen it happen.
أنا يا جماعة والله it's looking grim right now.
Match
فأخير
point
we
to
put our
midfield.
bets سريع يا مو الباي بالانس يبرسلوا لك.
Let's get into the final, potentially the
Uh-huh.
final game.
مو
of
انت
the
صحيح
evening
you
here,
started
boys.
streaming يا جماعة يا جماعة you know
حبيبنا
twitch.tv/mo
شنو في شنو
سوداني.
دقيقة ما في سالفة بروموشن هنا حبيبنا انت هنا المهم
What do you
انا
mean? I'm
I'm reading
promoting you dumbass.
oh thank you
فأنا داير
thank you
أقول
thank
لك
you I'm reading the chat and I'm seeing a lot of people type so bad. All of these people that type is so bad. You guys are all silver players that are not actually participating in this tournament.
سيلفر
Please
شنو
do
يا
not.
حبيبنا ديل برونزيز أول شيء داير أقول لك.
Okay,
فأنت
but
فاهم؟
that's what I'm saying. Don't try to put someone down because of a loss. Do you get what I'm saying? Especially if you're not participating, if you're not being head that it's not a very nice thing to do. You are playing under a lot of pressure. So please just relax.
Exactly.
It's
Like
not
the pressure of being on stage, even if it's virtually right now.
it is a full fun tournament, so just relax. It's not that big of a deal.
لا أسيل وين أسيل oh shit والله لا يكون في كمية shit talk قاعد يا فارس.
I'm seeing Amir saying Mo relates too hard. You know what it is, yeah? You're in the call with me. You get what I'm saying?
Anyways, so no bans coming out here. Akif's locked in his champion. Midfield's locked in his champion for potentially the last game of the day, boys. I really hope this isn't the last game of the day, but I also want to see my boy Midfield win.
I mean, Akif is finally putting out his pocket pick, which is the Yasuo, but oh my,
it is into the Kiana, so
Kiana with the electric cube. This is gonna be kind of interesting. لأنه هنشوف جوت كثيرة.
This is a skill matchup. However, Yasuo does win by nature. He should win by nature. He can win wall her ultimate and her double, like one of her Qs.
Wait, you can actually win wall the ultimate?
Yes, he can win with the ultimate and one of her Qs. So
ما يلا شوف
I think
لكن
if he
انت ما
times
كل
it
الياسوس
perfectly,
بيلعبوا زيك ولا شنو يا ماستر؟
كبر لنا راس الليله مالك في شنو؟ عيد ميلادي امبارح قال لي لكن
يعني
I do
رسل ال 20
believe.
subs دي سريعة. If he loses رسل
Nine,
ال 20
nine, nine.
subs دي سريعة.
I actually do see Akif winning this. I mean, he is on his comfort champion right now. He does win against Kiana by nature, so I believe. I hope Akif does win this and kind of it will give him some hope in winning this, and winning the second round as well.
Yeah.
And then 2-2 will have that, that final tiebreaker. So it's gonna be insane. It will also put a lot of pressure on midfield if he does lose 2 in a row. So that could be like an advantage to Akif. So I
But
really do
you
hope he
have
wins
to
this.
imagine the pressure on Akif here. This is do or die at this point. Last game, he still had that idea of, the first game can go bad, but there's, 2 more hypothetically. This
Akif
is
could
it.
have just played Garen. I don't understand why he's picking the Yasuo.
But
The
hold on,
pick Garen, bro.
before
QE
we get into the matchup and the champions and whatnot, Mo, were you the first champion of these lost 1v1s, or is there someone before you?
What do you mean?
So was the first one the one you won?
What?
The first
What?
1v1 tournament, was it the one you won, or was there one
No,
before you?
no.
No,
It
there
was
was
the
one
one
before that.
after. It was the second one, I think.
Okay, so
He won the third one.
Wait, there was
According
2
to,
before mine?
So
Yeah.
who were previous champions? Okay.
داردوما اللي انت بليته في الفاينل won the was it the second one يا اوكي؟
Who won the first and second one?
حازم. Who's حازم؟ Fake
Fake
smile. يا اخي ده بليته انا السنة اللي فاتت قدام مين؟
So they got unknowns winning now. Okay. What?
So
What?
okay, we could see
طبعاً احنا ما
midfield. The
ممكن نجي من
ADC
سيرفر
made.
تاني we talk shit about ناس السيرفر.
We could see
لازم نحترم
midfield.
نفسنا يا مان.
Yeah,
Put his
so-
name along with Hazim, I think, Mo, and whoever the third person was.
I hope Akif does not play this for the CS. This is the only matchup he actually wins.
Yeah.
يا اخي عاكف it's I don't think it's about the matchup. Akif by nature is just
Okay.
someone.
He hit the NATO.
Okay.
Akif with the QE.
Okay, he's doing the E actually Q. Okay.
Okay,
It's like a
another
day to
NATO.
lessons يا مان.
I thought that's me on his account right now. You just don't know. Oh shit.
تخيل تعملها يا مان. What the fuck was that animation?
I'd like to stay for legal purposes. Lost does not support cheating in any way, shape, or form.
I agree.
Except sometimes, nigga, cause shit, sometimes you gotta cheat. But yeah, Akif
Are you talking
dominating these early
relationship
tracks.
wise? Well, because we know you're a player.
Sir.
Yeah, therefore, what he said. Okay, I do hope to see some EQ flash ignite combo. You know what I'm saying?
Keyblade, Airblade, Beyblade, TF Blade.
Yes, sir. But he does have to wait for his attack speed
Levels.
proc.
I think he has to wait
So-
for level 6 as well.
Of course. But I mean, like the attack speed proc, that's when he's gonna be able to. So at 1.3,
1.3. But how does he actually get the 1.3? Does it?
but he does
stack
have the
level?
lethal tempo. So if he stacks lethal tempo, along with his levels, he should be able to hit it very easily.
Alright.
Okay, he's got the QE.
Break it
that's
down for
amazing,
us, Mohammed Mamoun, Abdul Latif Sudani. I know. it's Abdul
Mahmoud
Mamoun.
Mosef Sudani.
Yeah, break it down for
Yasuo
us. How do
rank
you get
45,
attack speed on Yasuo? How do you stack it like you said he should do? What do you do?
He should just wait. Maybe if he finds an early engage, he should go for it because he does win. But if he can't, I think he should just wait for level 9. That's when his Q is maxed out.
Okay.
That's when his attack speed should be around 1.25, I believe, or 1.26, something like that.
Quick
it's
maths,
based
quick
on
maths.
based on his like passive.
Yeah.
I mean his base attack speed increase. So at 1.25 with 2 auto attacks, you will have your 1.31 cap because of your lethal tempo. So he just does need to wait for level 9, 2 auto attacks, and then he's gonna be able to do his full combo, which means that it's just a one shot. It's just a one shot.
Yeah.
So
I
I
mean,
guess we're just gonna have to wait and see.
in semis, Akif did pick Yasuo and actually beat Jaquiz.
Yeah, so Yasuo
Yeah.
is the pick here, and he
Yasuo
he
is the
can
pick.
very easily like out CS this Kiana.
He's absolutely out CSing him right now as we speak.
I mean,
And
to be
he's-
honest, the only reason why I kind of want this to go to Akif because I want to see more games. I want to see
Absolutely.
more picks. I want to see how people are gonna adapt and what they're gonna do, how they're gonna come into game plans.
Okay, Akif just did waste his win wall. This could be a chance for midfield to engage, because that is the only time Akif actually cannot block his combo.
You know, let's see if midfield is actually gonna punish that, and he does have the wave.
But
And
I think he would still lose if Akif plays it correctly and stays in the middle of the lane. He wouldn't be able to like يلصقه مع الحيطة باللوت
he
بتاعته.
can't get the stun. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's still winnable for Akif. Just wait out 20 seconds. He's about to turn level 92.
I think
Let
this
me
is
tell
the
you a
most
fun
aggressive
fact.
we've seen Akif in this series. He's been taking trades. It seems he's walking up, threatening all ins.
I mean, you are playing
Aggressive
Yasuo.
towards
If
the
you play
minions,
passive
you
on
mean?
Yasuo, then
لا 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 تقطع المينيون تقطع.
Well, I mean, we
لكن
got
not
him right
midfield
into the
يعني.
CS league.
Midfield literally has 0 sustain. He went for the Guardian's Blade, so he doesn't even have the Guardian's Hammer for sustain. Yet he's still full HP. Don't ask me how. So I don't.
well, there's
I
no
don't
trades
see.
being taken, but
Yeah.
Akif
Q
does win
coming
this.
in,
Like,
and-
He does win
Oh,
this.
the second Q doesn't connect.
He does win this because of the nature of the champion. Like I think if he has full field, Tiana just cannot.
We have the NATO
One
here
shot
from
him.
Akif. Might looking to Kobe it, and it looks like he's
As in,
not
fun fact,
Kobe
yeah,
today.
Jama, he midfield can get the water element from the this little heal thing.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure, but I think if he does ult in that specific spot, he also get the water element, so he can still
If you
technically stun Akif.
Yeah, if you pick up the W from the heal spot, that's where you get the water from an era. You know, because there's no river.
okay, he's got the dodges, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're seeing hands coming out from both players here.
Gula
Akif
gula ya fiki. The
taking another
movements.
shoot. The movements.
Okay, that's a
Okay,
really good combo
proccing
from
the ignite.
Midfield.
It's a good trade. Electrocute proc.
Now we're gonna have to go back to the CS. Actually, midfield is slowly catching up. The CS lead was around 20, and now it's around 7. Still gonna
7.
keep. Oh, he does miss that one.
Now, if you're midfield, you're happy that this game is dragging on to CS because an all-in against the Yasuo is really difficult. And now Akif is looking to go deep. He has the knock-up. He's
He
looking
does
for
that.
it, but midfield keeps going invisible. Knock him down.
Ooh!
He doesn't
Not
ulti,
gonna
he
go
doesn't
for the
take the
last
ulti.
breath.
Smart,
He
that is
doesn't
very smart. Knowing with no airblade there, he does get behind him, and which means he's vulnerable to being thrown onto the wall with no wind wall. So it is a very smart play not to go for the.
I'm gonna be
So
honest,
then
I
he's
don't
seeing
think that's
things
what he
that
was thinking,
neither
yeah,
of
man.
us were
Like,
gonna
come.
see.
I mean,
Yeah.
maybe that's not what he was thinking, but that's what he did, and that's how I'm gonna look at it. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
also
gotta
that
give him
giving us
credit,
that
yeah, man.
insider.
So that was really, really good. And now
Yes,
we're
sir.
just gonna go back to the sustain game. Yasuo has better sustain. Look at that, 28 HP per aura
And
attack.
he is up on CS. Akif can just secure the farm game here because it's really hard for midfield to all in him. So he could just keep farming because he has a CS lead.
okay.
Midfield will struggle.
I
with
I
all
think
of
I
this.
think Akio just needs to stop throwing his wind wall so early on and just be more confident and wait to time his Hinai. I mean, he is playing with 20 ping, so it should be easy for him to time
Yeah.
the wind wall with her ulti. But I think it's just the pressure's getting onto him right now. But I think he
It's
should still be
absolutely
okay.
pressure
technically
back
speaking,
against
like,
the wall here.
Technically speaking, if Tiana does throw her entire combo, Akif can completely win if he doesn't have enough damage. But the thing is, if midfield actually engages with the bush element, or what do you call it, the tree? Is it tree? Grass element? Yeah.
Grass element. Yeah.
He negates every engage that Akiken has, because obviously he's invisible and he's just gonna wait there. He's gonna run away, wait for his.
It depends on where he is.
ability
If
to
he is
come
in
back.
between minions, Akif's EQ does AoE damage, which means that he could still be taking damage even when he's disappeared.
So
So
hold on, the CS lead is growing back up here, guys. Akif might just farm this one out.
yeah, I mean
Going
he
back-
can. He has the advantage. He has the agency of the lane. He has complete control. Midfield can not just all in him and one shot him. So
Now, if you're midfield here, do you take an all-in that you probably
I-
lose,
You have
or
to.
do you just let him farm?
I think
But,
he
like,
can
let's
just
see-
wait for
let's
this next
see
wave
how
and
it's
see
gonna
what
be.
happens. Yeah. But,
Two more
but right now
waves. I think
is looking very good for Akif right now.
it's absolutely looking good for Akif.
The midfield is choking up the autos and I'm fine.
Yeah. And I'm about him, and you get extra auto, so like it should be a free.
Oh, Akif at 87 CS here, 13 minions away from victory, and the wave is gonna bounce back in his favor because we kind of see these two players. They've been ping-ponging the wave to each other. It's like two
Yes,
waves
sir.
onto his side, 3 waves back
Midfield
here.
knows that he needs to engage
Back
it,
and
which is
forth.
why he
Yeah,
did
that's
what he
really
did.
good. That's really good.
Midfield's
He
getting really desperate here.
Yes, sir.
midfield.
Akif
He just
walking
needs to
up.
wait for the. Okay.
Oh,
he
the
does
ulti
go
coming
for
out,
it.
not gonna
That is
dodge
it.
it.
That is it. That's all he needs to do now. He does not need to do anything else. Do not go for the engage. Just farm it out. You need 11 minions. You should be okay.
Smart play. He's going back to the heal just to get
Yeah.
a little bit of more sustain.
And that's the threat from midfield gone now. Akif can just easily farm it up, secure it. but instead he's gonna look to take a fight here. Electrocute gonna come down.
Is he
He
gonna
took
get?
tower
Oh my
shot
god!
taken by Akif.
That's a one tower shot.
Knock up
That's really huge.
Not
He's
gonna
gonna
connect.
get the W.
And the new
Here comes
champion.
Oh
lucky.
my god! يا جماعة
Ranks
midfield
be
always
damned.
pulling
Splash
these.
be damned. Everything be damned.
Kangulu disease, Kangulu
The
disease
ADC
this
man.
game.
He's the new
Kangulu
champion.
Easy. If I kill the champion right now, I win. Easy game. Oh shit! He dodged. What the fuck is
And
that?
midfield. Rightfully being the champion.
Easy, he gets revived easy and he's back.
هنا أخبط الجنة ده.
ترى ضلنا.
Yeah, okay, that's a
Midfield with
balanced
the
champion.
win. Midfield
Midfield.
picking up the 1v1 championship. Yo, I need to do the honors of taking the crown off and handing it to the new king.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
كانت أول حاجة عصام أنت سمين. You saw
We do have a
منو
post.
اللي حرشك دقيقة. Who's thingy you're sucking?
Oh.
what?
Well, yeah, let's just dismiss ourselves as per
Congratulations.
usual
What?
here. Congratulations to you,
Can we kick this guy off, please?
midfield,
Please,
for being
yes.
the champion.
أسمعنا
you're being
بدون
so-
الباور الديو disconnect يا مان. مين السبي؟
Already abusing
Wait.
your power. How does it feel to be an 80 carry man and to get rid of all these other players in midfield and be the
Feels-
last man standing?
Feels unbelievably good يا مان.
God
Especially
damn.
since I've actually played ADC champions, in this tournament and won both
Yeah.
games that I played
We
ADC.
saw you. We saw the
Yeah, then
Aphelios
he's
game
rubbing-
here.
he's rubbing the
Aphelios
salt on
game
Flexen
against
right now.
Aatrox.
Flexen,
sir.
I mean, no hard feelings يا مان. لكن you underestimated what an ADC can do.
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
اوه كلام خش اللي بات جوا خش جوا.
خش الحوش.
200
والله
years
ده-
يا مان 200 years.
So,
لكن well played يا جماعة, both of you. Very very good performance.
والله جي شريف يا عاكف. I love the fucking agreement that we just ban nothing, play whatever you want, go all out. I love
That's
that
some
shit,
good
man.
shit.
Of course you
That's
love it
my
because you
respect.
won. Of course you love it because you.
Wait, what? No.
لكن والله عاكف well
Hi.
played. Well played.
Well played.
I've seen
Game 2 especially was really close, yeah, man.
Yeah,
Like,
Game
I
2 and
thought I
3.
lost.
just
Actually,
an
I
agree.
unfortunate misplay in game 2, but you were,
Mm.
the series was really close. It is a 3-0. It didn't feel like a 3-0. You guys went the distance every game. And
Yeah, true. I
especially-
wanted
Yeah,
to
go
farm,
ahead,
but the wave was like too close to his tower, so it's just. I
Yeah.
didn't think he
And
went
I was realizing he was getting close to 90 CS. قلت خلاص. I
Okay,
either
man, لكن
die
عادي.
or I kill
let
him.
me tell you something real quick, Akif. Out of all of the people that have participated in this tournament, including me, Simu, Flexen, all of these supposedly good players, you were the only one that made it to the finals. So that in itself is already like a big enough achievement. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
don't worry, my guy. Inshallah, next
Keep-
year.
keep
I mean,
your
not
head
next
up.
year. I know next year I'm winning it. Like, inshallah, the year that I'm not playing.
Man, Akif is the goat, yeah, man. I believe in Akif
Isha.
supremacy, yeah, man. Shout out.
Inshallah. I believe, wallahi, like in good shit, yeah, midfield. You also deserve
and
your credit.
today,
You did.
today,
Smurfits.
the new king is here,
Yes, sir.
I wanna
reigning
give a
supreme on all of us.
I want to give a big shout out to my PCI gang, yeah, man. BXL, Walid.
قفل هاي ما في حاجه زي دي حاجه زي دي ما في ده.
No, no,
قفل.
no, no, no.
domination
I need to
بس.
shout out my people, yeah, man.
The
go
champion
ahead, go
to
ahead.
shout people
I
up.
also want to shout out to Okio for organizing this as well. Yeah, with
Yes,
and
sir.
production
Big
and
man,
everything.
okay, man. Behind the scenes.
We
يا
gotta give
جماعة والله يا جماعة from the
respect.
big things to the little things يا جماعة, the replay tech والحاجات الظابطة دي. Hopefully in the next tournaments with the bigger tournaments we're gonna even get more Okio hacks / tech things.
Inshallah next MRI ولا MRC we abuse Riot API and give you guys
المشكلة انت فاهم
statistics
انت
وكلام زي ده.
الريبلاي دي is low key toxic. يعني تخيل انت تتبلى 1v1 you get outplayed and they replay it.
Let's also give a shout out to all the managers that have been involved in this. Ones that have been just spectating these
بجر
games
بجر
and
يا
doing
والله.
absolutely.
والله يا جماعة in the chat هاشتاج بجر for mod. انا جادي معكم.
هاشتاج بجر هاشتاج مداو
هاشتاج مدام بجر
هاشتاج
بجر
ثاني
والله بجر ده تعبان معكم تعب.
Forkia.
But yeah, I think though it has been a great tournament so far. I think it has been very very challenging for all players. It has been very surprising for me at least. Not the fact that I got knocked out first round, but the fact that I've seen players that I didn't expect to win. So well played and congratulations to all of you. Congratulations to you midfield.
Not gonna lie, to be honest, if you asked me before the tournament, do you see yourself in the finals? I would have said no. 100%.
And that's why you won. And that's why you won.
Same.
I asked myself, I was like, do you see yourself in the finals? I was like, yes, I see myself killing everyone. And guess what happened? I got knocked out first round. I was like, unfortunate though, unlucky.
I still can't get
Yeah.
over the fact I beat Isam, yeah, man.
والله صعب كعب يا
مش
مان صعب
انا
كعب
كعب يا
صعب.
man. انا كعب. You should be surprised you beat the other niggas, yeah, man. That was surprising.
لكن
It was
والله
kind of
والله
unfortunate that I
لكن ما
didn't get to
حنك يا
play
جماعة،
against
ما حنك
Flash,
ما
yeah,
حنك.
man. I
It's
really wanted to
والله
see
يا
that
man,
match.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah, man. This might be a little bit biased. Like I kind of wanted the finals to be like the
5
true
games.
finals for me was Splash versus Midfield.
it is, I
Against
think
the-
it
How
is
was
the time.
that was
It
not
is the
possible,
time
by the way.
to hand the crown over.
ده opposite of Anbar. What?
زول حفار يا مان.
ما زول حفار يا حي تعال الله يسبح في اللينك عبته دي. What? Oh shit.
Hold
Whoa,
on.
whoa,
Whoa whoa whoa.
God,
Make sure we're
yes,
still on
yes,
stream,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
Jama.
We're,
Keep it
yeah,
PG.
the stream's gone way out of topic. Can we get some midfield spams in the chat, guys? Come on, hype him up. Hype him
Yes,
up.
sir.
It was a long,
No,
hard
I got
field
my
for him,
guy.
Grass
I got my
field.
guy.
and he made it. Playing 80 carries, you know, it's insane. It's
What?
insane.
It's huge,
Midfield,
yeah, man. It's
like you
huge.
took out all these giants. How
The
does it feel
movements.
to
The
be like the
movements.
champion? And what are you gonna do next year? What's your
What am I
what's
gonna
your
do next year? والله يلا هينا. I don't know what's gonna happen till next year. لكن
I mean,
you're gonna defend that
hopefully,
title?
yes sir. إن شاء الله.
Inshallah.
Alright.
But you do
I
know
see
you're gonna have to
Mo Sudani
defend it
coming back
against
for
me.
that title, yeah, man.
Yes,
I
sir. لا
I'm
لا
waiting for you, yeah, man.
السنة الجاية I'm gonna come back as a challenger player inshallah. And when I am, back if you win your man, you get $100
Ismania
number one.
Okyo. As a
الكليب
challenger
قاعد يا
player
مان.
مش
بس
مفروض
الكليب
he's
قاعد.
not
You
allowed to
get
participate in these tournaments ولا شنو؟
يا حبيبنا ما في حاجة زي دي. As long as I'm Sudanese يا مان بخش غصبا عن ابو اهلكم.
لا لا يا زول. We play against Mo شاء الله كان بيقدر نكون كوريا يا مان.
وري. That's
Sima rank 1 Korea. Oh shit.
the
You
energy
were
I'm
rank
talking
50.
about. لكن المهم خلاص انا ريجيني نشف. So congratulations to you midfield. Unlike you Akif, inshallah you have congratulations to you on making it to the finals actually. That is a very big achievement.
Yeah,
to be honest.
second place.
GG's يا عاكف والله.
Yeah, good shit, good shit.
My Dragon Ball partner since day one, yeah, man. My
Yes,
favorite.
يا
sir, yes, sir.
زول partners and everything.
خلاص خلاص ما توصل بعض. يلا يلا يا جماعة. Good games and good nights, good tournament. يلا اكفي الطريق ده
GG's.
عشان